See, I'm remembering to say it every time. We're starting this a little early. This has no lye in it. This is just my mix, and that's the goat's milk floating around. This has 0 water discount in it. We're being super duper careful with this one. I'm also colouring this before I put the lye in it. Because, now you'll excuse me if I'm out of breath, I did explain this in another video, I have allergies and I'm having a hard time breathing. I have been down here in the fragrances for a while now. And yes, very puffed out. It's very claustrophobic. For someone who has claustrophobia, not being able to breathe is very claustrophobic. Just so you know. If you already know, I feel sorry for you. So I'm using Trial by Fire by Nurture Soap, which is honestly the best red on the fucking planet. Whoops, sorry about that, but seriously, it is the best red on the planet. There is just no single doubt about it. I have never seen a better red. Now the brief for this soap, because it is dragon's blood which plays up, is to make a deep red one-coloured soap, the end. Now obviously that's not a deep red. I'm well aware of this. But you have to remember this has goat's milk in it, and it has no lye in it yet. The lye will make it darker pretty much instantly. It's funny how in the packet, I don't know if you can see the difference, like, I'll get this out. Can you see the difference? Like in the packet it looks red and then here it looks really pink. So what we're going to do is, while we're at it, is I'm going to chuck a bit of Black Pearl, which is from my Micro Obsession, which is now Heirloom Body Care. Body Care? Yeah. I'm just going to keep saying it till someone corrects me, because I'm pretty sure that's what they're called. Now the Trial by Fire is both mica and pigment, which that's probably a delivery. Your order is, hang on. Sorry, I'm getting food delivery. Your order is coming today at 3:36. It's only 2 o'clock, so that's fine. It's a mica and pigment blend, so because it's a pigment, you generally need to stick blend it because pigment doesn't tend to just mix by itself. It's a pain in the ass. But that also explains why it's very red. Now we're going to go with this colour, and I'm going to put the lye in and then come back and we'll give it a mix and we'll see how dark it goes. Because this is starting to set, like, go hard again because of the hard oils. So once the lye is in it, it will loosen it up and we can get a better idea of the colour. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back. As you can see, that's where I poured my lye, and you can see this is now like like a dessert. So don't ever be afraid of your soap batter. Let me get that out of the way. If it sets up like this, your lye will immediately begin loosening it. Now I'm going to just mix it by hand first, just to loosen it up a little bit, and sort of, because the lye is all currently sitting on the bottom of the container, which I really can't show you because the camera's sort of, you know, up there on its stand. But what I'll do now is I will stick blend this. And I will not, editing Lee, don't cut this out, just turn it down so that the peeps can see how loose it is. Now you can see it's still fairly thick. If this was actually at trace, you'd probably call this a medium trace, right? So we'll give it a stick blend and you can see what happens. I need a new stick blender. Ah! See, that already, that was like, I don't know, what, 5 seconds or something, future Lee? Editing Lee. It's not emulsified at all. I'm just wanting to show you. You can also see how much darker it has gone already, just because the lye is interacting with the oils and the goat's milk. So I knew it would go darker. I don't feel like this is dark enough for a dragon's blood soap, so I am going to put a smidge more of the Black Pearl in there. I think it's red enough, just not necessarily. Actually, you know what? We might actually throw in I have this Oriental red from eBay, which is not a bad red. So we might actually put a bit of that in as well. Just because, you know, we want a nice red. Alright, I'm going to stick blend this some more to get it emulsified. So there you go. You can see it's a lot darker now. And you can also see that it's more the consistency of an emulsified soap batter. Because that's exactly what it is. I'm just scraping down my sides, making sure that there is, I can see them in the side of the container. One of the advantages of working with a see-through container is you can see if there's anything that hasn't been pulled up with the stick blender. And these square containers are kind of notorious for just having little bits just in the corners that you don't quite catch. So that's what I'm just doing. I'm just going around and loosening those up with the stick blender. Making sure they all come out, not the stick blender, with the spatula, making sure they all come out. Apparently I'm giving lessons on soap making today. Usually I waffle on about my shitty, sad life, but no, today we're giving lessons. So I don't want to stick blend this much more than this because it is dragon's blood. I've got the dragon's blood number 4, which apparently doesn't discolour. I know it's going to stink, because I don't like dragon's blood or any sort of hippie smells. Jesus Christ, that's dark. Wow. It's friggin' orange. Instead of telling you, oh God, that smells awful, look at the colour. So apparently, from what I've heard, this is basically stop, drop and roll. You put it in and it just goes instantly thick. So I'm just going to take the stick blender out in case it doesn't rise. If it doesn't rise or separate, then we can just mix it with the spatula pretty quick and then pour it into the mould. And that was the other reason why I started with the mix so cold. Like, you know, most of the time my mix is not quite that cold, although I do soap like that fairly often. But this is not even room temperature yet. Like, it's still cool to the touch. So why is there a big chunk of soap in there? What the hell? I wash up really badly, don't I? Wow, that's so bad. I am terrible. I'm glad I found it though. That's fine. Oh, I need to get that dishwasher sorted, I really do. Sick of washing up and I'm so behind. I need new moulds as well. These ones are pretty stained now and they don't make square soap. It's funny, I always thought that silicone would stretch, and I found that these ones have actually shrunk. What they do is, you can see with this side's fairly straight, right? But then you've got this bow here, and that is definitely not straight. Oh, it still smells delicious. It really does. That's the, what's that one? Oh, aloe vera and clementine. It's not super strong, but it's nice. Alright. Okay, I'm just putting this off now. I have never wanted the soap with this, and yet I bought some. Alright, let's do this, shall we? Oh my God, what's going to happen? Okay, it smells freaking awful. Oh my God, it smells like, oh, I don't know, but yeah, she's setting up like a champion. Holy shit. I can see why people panic about this. Oh God, it's awful. Oh, it's such a horrible smell. Now, because it's a single colour, I'm not too worried about it going thick. I'm just trying to make sure that I've mixed everything. Oh, fuck, that's foul. Oh, I hope she doesn't like this. I hope she never wants me to make this crap again. Oh, I can't. Oh, my hands are slippery and I don't know why. Oh, that's fucking terrible. Oh my God, you guys. I'm sorry for the swearing, but oh, that is awful. awful. She asked me for something, sandalwood maybe? No, that wouldn't have been it because I do make sandalwood. Something, and I refused. Oh, lavender. I refused. I can't make lavender, it makes me sick. This may be the one and only time I make dragon's blood, I've got to tell you. Although I can make it 2 more times because I have enough in the bottle. But how does anybody like this stuff? Oh, this is vomit worthy. This is foul. Jesus Christ. Put this in the bathroom, I'd never smell the cat shit. Jesus. How do you people like this? Oh, can you hear Boogly? He's been fed. Has clean kitty litter. There's nothing wrong with him. He's just a whinger. Oh, this is fucking awful. Oh. Okay. I don't like this at all. And it's so strong. Do you really have to soak at 3% with this? Oh, I don't think so. I wouldn't. Oh. Not a fan. Gotta say. Not a fan. Oh, what the hell is this? It looks like it's riced. But it wasn't ricey. What the hell? That's a bit weird. Maybe it's just that one bit. It looks a little textury. So I'm just going to do this like that. Oh, that's freaking awful. God damn. God damn. Now, to clean, usually when you use little containers like this, you always end up with a little bit in the end, in the bottom. So I always just shove a paper towel in there and then just leave the paper towel in there. It stops dust getting in them, and it also soaks, oh freaking hell. It also stops, it also soaks up the fragrance, so they're clean for the next time you want to use them. So I usually clean it out with alcohol as well after. Oh, Jesus. Jesus. Okay. So we have some resplendent, wow, words hard today, aren't they? I have some resplendent here, was what that sentence was supposed to be. Christ. So, dragon's blood, it's dragons, it needs gold, because dragons love gold. Oh, this is so, I'm trying so hard not to breathe through my nose, hey. You can taste it. It's so strong, I can taste it breathing through my mouth. This is gross. This is the grossest thing I've ever made. Honestly, this is worse than lavender. Oh, these two mixed together would be like, I'm pretty sure when I go to hell, if there's a hell and I'm going there, because we know I'm going there, I'll just have to smell dragon's blood and lavender. That'll be my personal hell. God, this is foul. You guys are all laughing at me, aren't you? I can tell you're all laughing at me. I've never experienced this smell before, ever. I don't even know why I bought it. I think someone asked me to test it or something. I don't know why I bought it. I certainly didn't buy it because I thought I'd like it, because I knew from everything everyone has ever said about dragon's blood, I knew it was going to be one of those foul hippie smells. I'm sorry, hippies. I'm sorry, but I hate your smells. I don't like these earthy things. I don't like sandalwood. I don't like dragon's blood. I just don't like. That's it, the end. Oh, that's disgusting. I'm not doing anything more down here today because I can't stand the smell. I'm going to have to come back and cut this shit tomorrow. God. I wonder if I could pay Curtis to do it. Here, I'll give you $100 to go and cut this soap down there because I don't want to go down there. This is also not going to be curing upstairs. I can tell you that right now. But yes. But that looks pretty. It's solid. It's not going anywhere. I think it's quite nice. Looks like dragon scales, kind of. I always like that top. I always think it looks kind of dragon scaly. So I would sort of think that would be what its back would look like. And would have spikes. Ooh. Inspiration. She strikes at the strangest times, doesn't she? This is the Instagram photo spot. By the way, if you wonder why I always do this, that's why, because this is where the Instagram photos get taken, because it's the best light. All right, that's it. Oh, that's disgusting, and I hope you had fun laughing at me with my foul soap. Oh God, I need to get the hell out of here. So glad I wore gloves. I'm gonna go and have some lunch now. Or have a spew or something. Oh, that's so disgusting. Christ. Alright, it's time to stop. I will see you in a minute for the cutting. Then I'll have another whinge about how bad it smells. Bye. Okay, can I say just right out of the bat, no, right out of the gate, not out of the bat, because that would be weird. I can smell this and I don't want to take the silicone mould off of it because I know how bad it's going to smell. My hatred for this knows no bounds. I'm telling you, I have been thinking about this since I made it. Thinking, I'm going to have to take that out of the mould and I'm going to have to cut it and I'm going to have to smell it again. So I have made a little area down here. Oh my God, that's awful. Oh, wow. It's worse than I remember. Oh, God. I honestly, I don't feel like I'm over-exaggerating. I just really, really, really do not like this. I don't, you know what? I think I would rather smell jasmine than this. I'm pretty sure I've decided this is my least favourite smell in the entire world. Well, maybe like except for like, you know, rotting meat or something, but still, this is pretty. Can I do that? You know what? I can't. No, it doesn't. I just thought for a minute there that I had always been able to cut. I mean, I could. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. There's just not quite enough strings on there to do what I wanted to do. I can sit this on here and it will cut all 10 bars, but it won't cut these little ends off. But yeah, this is just, it's not red. It's not red. I'm really, really disappointed with the colour. I used that trial by fire and I don't know why it hasn't gone red. So it's pretty disappointing, I've got to say. Look, here's a red. And that's a red bottle. And that's not red at all. But I mean, it looks kind of dragon's bloody, I guess. I don't know. Is there really any necessity to show you every single one of these? Because it's just the exact same. It's got a gel ring because gel. Yeah, I mean, that's it. I mean, the tops look really nice. Don't get me wrong. I really like the tops. Come on. You're going to do your focus thing or not? No, I have to touch you. Okay. Oh, dear. Look. Oh! Okay. There you go. Look at that. Ooh. You gotta love depth of field. It's so sexy. But the tops, as I said, look really, really nice. It does have some weird discolorations on the side of it, as you can see. These are probably just from gel being in the silicone, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, it's just a soap. Really, I mean, it's just a plain soap. But I do like, look, I don't hate the colour. I just wish it had been redder. But I do actually like this colour. It's got a weird texture to it, which I'm thinking maybe it did rise a little bit after I poured it in. So it may have needed a stick blend, but I think if I had a stick blended it, it may possibly have gotten very thick very fast like everyone says it does. So if I make this again, which I'm hoping I never, ever, 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 ever have to, and that bottle can just get thrown in the bin. But if I ever make it again, I may possibly, because I'm only ever going to do it a one colour, I may actually put the fragrance into the oils before the lye and mix it through the oils, and then that way it will require just enough blending with the lye to make it into soap batter so that it emulsifies. That sometimes is the best way to work with a fragrance that plays up if you're only just going to do a single colour. So for those of you that don't know, I think most of the people that watch my channel actually know how to make soap. So, but you know, I mean, I like sharing tidbits just in case, you know, there's newer people coming and they're like, oh shit, well, I didn't know you could put your fragrance in your oils before you lye. You can. It's not advised if you don't know how the fragrance behaves, or if you're going to do like a complicated swirl or something. You want to leave your fragrance out of your soap for as long as possible, and just put it in just before you do your design. So if you're going to do like something that's got 3 colours and you're going to pour them in succession or something, then you wouldn't put your fragrance in until just before you poured it. So if you put the fragrance in the whole batter before, in the oils before you put the lye in, with something like that, your shit's just going to set up too quick once it's already there. So, but with something like that plays up, a lot of people do that with florals. They'll put it in the oils beforehand, before putting their lye in. So there you go. That's just the tip with Lee and no Sam. That reference comes from a woodworker named John Malecki. So, and yeah, because it's a bunch of guys and it's just the tip. It's, you know, obviously a sexual innuendo because they're men children. And what can you do? I do like the channel though. They do make some really nice stuff. And he has 2 younger guys that work with him. And oftentimes John will make something and then they will make, like they'll have the same materials and they have a competition to see who makes the best thing. There's also, like they make things in 3 levels, like new, the intermediate and professional. So yeah, it's a good, I like the channel. The childishness annoys me sometimes, but as a general rule, they make stuff, I like the stuff they make enough to ignore the childishness. Like, same with like Nick Zamati, he can rub me the wrong way a little bit sometimes because he's a little bit silly, but I like what he makes, you know, and he works with resin and timber and, you know, so... You know, Peter Brown's pretty cool too. I actually watch a lot of woodworking channels and resin, like woodworking and resin sort of mixed. Anyway, I'm going to shut up now because that was 7 minutes. So, alright, I'll see you for the next one. Bye.